Hey, what's up, guys? Fraggle Rock and all that shit. What was the oh, and that one too. So yeah, get better, Winter, and all that bullshit. Don't let that stupid hack Tiffany get in your way and all that bullshit. I think you're real soulmate material, Winter, but that's between you and Songjia. I don't have time for that shit. I'm technically still working, but like just for like another hour or so, I'm gonna like stay online because the coolest thing happened today. I was out and about running errands, hitting up Bayside allegedly, and I got a text from work, and they were like, "Hey, are you around?" And I was like, "Oh, my bad. I didn't have anything on the schedule, so I just went out and ran some personal errands." And they were like, "Don't worry about it. Work-life balance. We'll send you an email when you come back." I was like, "Oh, cool." And it would just, you know, let me know what happened, and I filled out some paperwork, and that was it. It's called being an adult. It's pretty cool. So I'm gonna start doing like I logged into my labs in my book again. I haven't started doing them yet, but I'm getting ready for all that bullshit. We're gonna go skillet to the plate with all this bullshit. I don't want to get Blair White's hopes up. I'm kind of just using you for your hole so I can piss Stephanie off. Maybe for your face a little bit. Michelle Ivanka, I want to let you know if you respond if you really want to know, because Michelle Ivanka said something about her face, and I was like, well, there's one way to find out, but you probably don't want to but you probably don't want to do it. And she probably has a dirty mind. She probably thinks I'm not in her face, but that's not true because she's a daughter of God. I was like, why don't we video chat? But you didn't get to that point because you have a dirty mind. Now, don't you, Michelle Ivanka? So yeah, Blair White, I just want to use you for your hole and make your asshole quiver to make the other bitches jealous. Because that's what you have to do. Because they'll be like, I could have been the one having bajillion orgasms. What? No way. I'm prettier than Blair White. And then they're all like sucking on my dick and all that bullshit. And smacking my cock on their faces. Erotically. But since it's 420 in 4 days, and because taxes, I had to get an extension and all that bullshit. Do you want to know why 2018 was such a good year for me? We know why it was for Stephanie. Because that was the year Bayside had tarantulas. Tarantulas are awesome. They're like rolled up, super rare, dipped in this shit, and then rolled in keef, and so good. I could only get one of them because taxes. I wish I would have gotten more. Tarantulas are my soulmate. Tarantulas are the only thing that ever made me feel better. Super hot Asian bitch who lives next door. I'm probably not going to see you again until tomorrow because I'm going to go get food here in a little bit, and then I have to get studying. I like you the most so far, just because you haven't stolen from kids, and respectfully, I don't want to make it a thing. You haven't like either like dangled like you haven't tried to make me beg for it. I'm dating so many other guys. You should beg me to go out with me. That's okay. That's all bitches. That's not any one of them. They're all like all of them. Like, I wasn't yelling at Sandy Patterson. I was letting all the other dudes know how hypocritical she is. This bitch matched with me on Tinder back in 2018. I played along. I thought maybe she was just shy or whatever the fuck, and she blocked me on Instagram, and I was like, okay, what a cunt. And then at one other night for Freedoms, she was just like staring at me. Like, what? Like, honestly, have you seen that like bird, the one in like Africa, where it's like, and like the stork? It was like that. It was like, I was like, what the fuck is going on with that crazy bitch? I thought you blocked me. Get the fuck out of here. Like when Stephanie stares at me, at least she stares at me like this. No. Sydney Watson was staring at me like this. Like predator. Like snatch you and like eat it. No. Like, there is the one way you can tell that transes will never be biological women. Because, like, you'll fuck them. And afterwards, they'll, like, want to play video games or read a book or some shit like that. But bitches will always want to talk all the time. And they'll want to, like, hold you and hold on to you and all that bullshit. And then by the time, it's like, I hate to say it like this, but it's like, they're like, well, you did this to me, so don't you want me to be around you more? It's like, not really. I did that to you because I think you're hot, and now I want to go do other shit. Anyways, as of right now, and like, you don't gotta play along if you don't. I actually prefer you don't watch my videos. If Asian bitch next door wants to be my soulmate, I am all on board with that. I do not need to deal with any bullshit. I need to do my exams and finish these labs and go past my thingy. Oh yeah, that's what I'll do. Welcome to adult. Look, believe it or not, I don't give a shit if I fuck Blair White or not. I've been kind of like teasing her about that shit for years. All right. Um. Okay. Explain how cybersecurity certifications work. And how when they are stacked, you get more money on average, and go into how having a SEC plus, a CH, and a CISSP can bring top dollar, especially if paired the CYSA plus and pen test plus and cloud plus, and then add others that can make that salary even higher, and then go into how cyber is for AI and can be used for tech entrepreneurship. Fucking, I don't give a shit right now. Look, don't take this the wrong way. I see Stephanie as like, or really hot Asian bitches as wife material, and I kind of see Blair White as the bagel that Quagmire and Peter were buttering at the end of the episode. Everyone likes bagels. I'm just going to let this do its thing. I'm not reading it. When it's done, I'm going to tell it to do a brief. I'll put that in the video, and then I'm going to start studying, because the salaries that this spits out are probably going to be wrong. It's probably going to be too low. Stephanie, I hate to say it, but new friend who I haven't even bothered to deal with in a while or even talk to because I really don't care. Um, that was just to show you what I can do. I believe it or not, I just don't do that shit. But I do not know how else to make it through to you that your ass fucked up big time. And the only reason why you're not in jail right now or raided like P. Diddy is because I'm busy with other shit more important than you. Eventually, I'm going to get all this other shit sorted out, and then you will be the only thing left to deal with. So it is within your best benefit to fucking get over yourself and explain this shit before it further blows up in your face. And I will not deal with your ass until you repay everything you stole and apologize to my motherfucking niece. Ron Lucas, because why not? Just popped into my head at the last minute. I think Hot Asian Bitch is home. I just heard her thingy open, but again, normally I see her in the morning. I'm busy doing other shit. No, that can't be her because she left at 8:30. That would make her a slacker. I don't know of any Asian bitches who would leave at 8:30 and come back at 4:05. That doesn't sound like soulmate material. That sounds like rap whore material if you ask me. Oops. I don't want to edit that out. Um, there's a bunch of old school UFC fights and a shooting channel. And whoever the fuck Natalie Sense is, that bitch is from Ukraine, is one of my. She's got ballerina shoes and pink ballerina shit with massive tits. I want to nut all over her face and fuck that bitch ragged. That bitch, ooh man, that bitch got some nice feet and everything. And I don't care if Stephanie knows, because Stephanie's a rap whore. It seems to me like what happened was Stephanie started making videos about me. Kevin Ish is a douchebag and started getting fucked by a P. Diddy or some bullshit like that. Stephanie was like, well, I need to make him jealous, so I'll go ahead and let Kevin Ish pay me to be his girlfriend and pretend all that bullshit. And I didn't notice her, and it didn't work. And she thought she was going to teach me when she stole my money, and I didn't give a fuck because that's what bitches do. And then she got my niece involved, and I got everyone raided. And to be quite honest, I hate to say it like this, not only because, but yeah, I mean, the thing that made me like put Asha on top of my list was all those stupid, they're like, you are sexist, phobic, whatever. And I was like, yeah, watch this. So like, don't like Blair White, I would fuck you like all weekend long and you would have a great time and all that bullshit. But it would really just be to piss Stephanie off. But Stephanie, the moment Asian bitch of any kind hops on the D, you're done. You're done. Like, this is like in Rad Racer, when you like run out of time, like if you don't hit the, sometimes in very rare moments, as time runs out, you hit over the speed thing, it goes, and you can keep on going. Very rarely, very rarely. And if you do, the only other time I've ever seen this, that The sister I used to bowl with back when I was 8 years old, Jasmine. She really likes Sade. The smooth bowlers is what she decided that we were going to be. But you know how there's like, this is like the bowling alley, and you have to like you have to like, let's do it this way. You have to like hit strike. I would hit strike like that. My sister would be like, because we were on the same team. It was me, my sister, and Jasmine. Jasmine would throw the ball, and it would go like this, not quite on the gutter, just ride the gutter, and then go like this and be a strike. Every time. I don't know how she would do it. She's the only person I've ever bowled against, like competitively, and beat me, but only one time. I beat her the other 2 times. Every fucking time. So, if Stephanie shows up, like, which I do not expect, if she shows up like yesterday, if not sooner, with everything she stole, that would be her pulling a Jasmine. I do not think I actually hope that new Asian bitch has been watching my film, my videos, and that's why she decided to forget something this morning and all that bullshit, because all you got to do is say yes. You're doing a great job. You're making me feel really comfortable asking you. So when I do, all you got to do is say yes, and I will give you multiple orgasms, and probably, if you want, I'll even get you a music video just to piss Tiffany off. You don't have to do it. I can just buy you some stage space at Thailand, and you can just sit there and be like, this is what it feels like to be a K-pop model. I'm done with it. But if not, that's fine too, because I shouldn't say this. Today on the metro, a married bitch was hitting on me. A married Asian bitch was hitting on me. God, she smelled really good. She had short little jean shorts on. I do not give it. The only reason why Stephanie would even be allowed to talk to me is so she can return everything she stole. I think you're a rap whore. I think you fucked up. I think in 2018 you should have gotten after High Horse and been like, hey, remember me? I would have said, holy shit. I do remember you. No, no. You just, I don't know what the fuck your problem is, but like you can't do what you're doing. Like, you give off Lorena Bobbitt vibes. Like, look, I'm telling you guys, this is exactly what I'm talking about. When I was saying, like, it didn't, like, no one wakes up and goes, like, today, well, like, it's like, I would be dealing with some bullshit like what Stephanie is putting me through. And then, basically, a Blair White would be like, do you want to fuck my throat for an hour? And I would be like, yeah, sure. And I would start fucking her throat for an hour. And then that would get back to that stupid other bitch who was being really cunty, and then she would get jealous and show up, and then I would be fucking her. That's like, I don't know how, like, you're supposed to do it like, and the only reason why all the Mormon shit works is because you're basically kids and they want to piss off their parents. Once you're like 24, 22, and you're like, oh, look at me. If you just bet on me, then when I get older, you'll have a great life. No, sorry, I'm going to marry a doctor who's got 100, 200,000 in debt. Okay. Have fun with that. But like, I think the best option for me personally would be to fuck a bagel that I butter and keep on studying. But anyways, because that's what Stephanie wants.